Ken, great looking truck here, but you're using it for a different purpose than most people use their street rods for. First off, tell me what we're looking at, and then we'll talk about that purpose.
It's a 1938 Ford panel delivery truck.
Now, you bought the truck for what purpose?
To advertise my business.
What is your business?
Tillies Flower Shop.
So a flower shop and a street rod. Don't you think that's kind of an odd combination?
You know, not really. When you look back at the earlier panel deliveries, they were developed for really the purpose of delivering flowers and cleaning, dry cleanings.
So the whole purpose was to help advertise the company. Has it worked?
It's worked great. We get a lot of comments, a lot of people see it driving down the street, and we also use it to make some deliveries, and that has a real impact.
I would think, when you see a panel truck like this making a delivery, you're not going to look at what's coming out of the truck, you're going to look at the truck itself. Would you agree on that?
Well, if you're a guy, you do.
Ken, you say the guys notice the truck, but don't the women?
You know, the women notice it. The gals here at work kind of are interested in it. My wife says sometimes, well, why do you want these cars? There's just something unique about guys that street rods, old cars, just, you know, it hits them inside somewhere. It's just, I think it's really a guy thing.
Do you think it ties the guys to more flower giving too?
Well, you know, the funny thing is, in most florists, their customers have a very strong demographic towards women. And for us, our demographic is about 50-50. We have a very strong male demographic, and that's one of the reasons we're using cars.
But tell me, Ken, what's under the hood?
It's a 302 Ford Cobra engine.
What's anything been done to it?
Actually, it's just the way it was when I bought it. You know, it's a pretty fast car. Again, we didn't buy it because we're trying to race anybody. We just wanted a reliable vehicle that we could take some deliveries in, and it's that. And it sounds good. There was, you know, somebody else did all the work on it pretty much and turned it into what I wanted, so I bought it.
Oh, it looks great. There's nothing wrong with that.
You know, my grandfather ran this business all his life, and so did my mother. And we'll take some deliveries in this vehicle, and often we'll deliver to customers that have been with us for years and years, much older. And more than once, I've had someone comment that, oh, I remember when your mother delivered in that vehicle. So we just smile and go along with it. So that's kind of a fun thing.
Ken, when you first got the truck, was there any problems with it, or did you have to do any working on it?
There were a couple of issues. The biggest issue was the brakes were in terrible shape. And I decided to take it up to a fella I know that I trust up in Keachai to redo the brakes. And on the way up there, I was taking the back roads, and I came to an intersection. Car was coming, stop sign, and lo and behold, that's when my brakes decided to go out. And the only thing that saved me from disaster was a guy coming the other way decided to slow down and stop to check out the car.
So it's okay for people to check out the car, especially in that situation there.
Yeah, you bet.
Did you do anything to the interior also for deliveries or not?
You know, we didn't. It looks nice inside. We're kind of careful about the deliveries we take so we don't spill water and things in it. We'll tend to use boxes and not take, well, it's not like we load a whole bunch of deliveries and them taken. They're usually a specific thing that someone's asked us, oh, could you make a delivery in that van? And so it's usually one or two deliveries, and we're kind of careful with it so we don't mess up the interior.
Do you get people requesting, bring the truck?
Oh, you bet. Yeah, a lot of people see it and say, oh, could you make that delivery to my husband on his birthday or whatever in that vehicle? So, you know, that's a fun thing too.
That's a great calling card. I mean, and also the fact that you say you drive it around and people notice, but you also park out in front, don't you?
Yeah, on good days like this, we set it out front so people can, you know, it attracts more attention than our sign does. So.
So you got the sign also on the truck, and you're driving around, you're moving billboard. Would you ever do it again with another vehicle?
Oh, you bet. As a matter of fact, the only thing that slowed me down from trying to find another one is that we don't have the garage space yet.
So how many do you have right now?
Well, right now we have, well, 3, plus we're restoring a 60 Corvette.
But you can't deliver a Corvette, can you?
I can if they want me to.
Anything for a price, right?
Yeah, we don't charge extra for it, but it's just a fun thing that we like to do.
Oh, sure. Can you do me a favor, Ken? Let me hear this bad boy?
You betcha. We'll start her up.